All right, CrownMagOnline.com. With me, I have a special guest, a good friend of mine, Nicky Davis. How are you, my man?
Doing well, thanks.
We haven't seen you in a while, but we know you're busy. You're a coach here. These are your surroundings here. This is your home too, Sheridan College. Talk about what you're doing now. We know, of course, you're one of the coaches with CIA Bounce. Talk about what you're doing with Bounce and your year so far.
Well, we're just trying to do, we were fortunate enough to get in the EYBL league this year, and a lot of the kids who are on that team, they've been with the Bounce program for many years, so it's a great opportunity for those kids. And we're just trying to make sure that they get exposed to something that we think is pretty special. I mean, the talent in that league, we just came out from Hampton, Virginia this week, and the talent is just, it's ridiculous in the league. It was a really great experience for our guys. You know, we went 3-2 this weekend.
Yep.
I thought we played really well, lost to two really tough teams, BABC and Drew Ebanks Soldiers, and but we showed well. We did a really good job, and all we're trying to do is make sure these kids get good exposure, and when we get a chance to get them all together, get them some good coaching, put them in a situation where they can be successful. That's all.
Now, I mean, you mentioned some of those teams, Drew Ebanks Soldiers, and some of the other teams. Talk about some of the guys that you faced this weekend, and you know what the talent level. You just mentioned it, but I mean, how good is basketball right now?
Oh, basketball is incredible. I mean, if you think about put it this way. So there's 40 teams in the EYBL. All right, and you got 10 teams and 4 pools, and you got to come in the top 6 in your pool. And there's no pool where you're guaranteed you're going to come in the top 6. And rather than a couple of few teams like like the New Jersey players and those teams are really elite teams that have been together for a long time, it's a crapshoot. And the level of talent, I mean, it was just incredible. Like, I mean, just in terms of the intensity of the game, the pace of the game, the energy around the game, it was really good. And it was really good to get our kids exposed to that.
Now, talk about some of your standouts from your squad.
This past week, I thought Anthony Bennett was just incredible. He had a great weekend. He played hard. I think he showed a lot of people that he can actually shoot the basketball. He can beat guys off the dribble. But there's other guys like Andrew Wiggins. Though, I mean, the hype around him, I thought, I heard a lot of things about him before he started playing with us, and I thought they undersold him. The one thing that he does really well that no one ever talks about, he's a phenomenal defender. And he did a great job. I mean, he went up against the number 1 person in the 2013
Randall.
class. Yeah, on the Texas Titans on Friday night, and he did work on him. Held the guy during his shifts, held him to around 6 points, and that was incredible. And I don't think enough people talk about Andrew's ability to actually defend, and he's a fantastic defender. And I mean, that was really nice. And I thought we got some really good performances from Negus, Webster-Chan. As the tournament went on, he warmed up and he got a lot better as the tournament went on. I thought Bhullar was fantastic in many games. I mean, he really opened up a lot of people's eyes. He was the media darling of the weekend,
and love his height.
and he's a nice kid, right?
Yeah.
I thought Deshaun Pierre, in the moments he played, I mean, Deshaun is an incredible athlete.
Under the radar a little bit, but I think after the next little while,
he made some great plays, some great moves. Another fantastic defender, and that's, to me, the thing that's going to win this league is how well you defend, and that's why the guys like Naz Long had a really good weekend. Great job defending.
Nick, we're from the same school. I tweeted that to those guys all weekend, because I asked, what happened in some of the losses, and some of the guys told me via Twitter that the defense was lacking, as well as not looking inside to the bigs and not working inside outside.
Yeah.
What would you be telling the guys going forward?
Well, I mean, we have to get together and work on being a team defensive team, right? Because in this league, the type of talent you have, it's very tough to contain anybody one-on-one. So you got to be able to play really good team defense. And so we got to get together and work on that some more. And I think when we come back all together, Easter break, we'll get together and do some stuff. And we'll do some more stuff in June. But that's what we need to work on, is our defense. And of course, going inside out. And every time we went inside out, I went to Sims, I went to Bennett inside and kicked it back out, good things happened.
There you have it, man. Nicky Davis, thanks a lot for being here, man. I know you're with CBC, of course.
Yes.
Just give the people a little info on what you do there. I mean, you're a man of many hats, and you're a representative of basketball, of the community, of your own family and kids as well. Talk about what you're doing, man.
Well, at CBC, I'm a manager of program development for radio for the whole country. So I got a pretty good job. I'm very fortunate.
You deserve it, man. We've been working hard for a long time, and you deserve it, brother.
It's pretty fortunate, but I'm really glad. I had to thank guys like Mike George and Tony, for allowing me an opportunity to actually coach these kids this year. It's a great opportunity for me. My kids, who I know as coaches since grade, they all graduated last year, so it's good to move on with these guys. So I thank Tony and I thank Mike for that opportunity as well.
All right, thanks a lot, Nick. All the best to you, man. And I know Pittsburgh's coming up right now this weekend, and we wish CIA Bounce all the best for the Jam Fest down there.
Thank you.